I can't see anything.
It's coming. But anyway, hello and welcome everyone to the final round of Tier 3 and Apollo Racing Club. The season has been cut short due to attendance issues, but doesn't mean we won't stop streaming. One final race of the season here. It's going to be Austria. It's going to be a big battle between Simon, Love Fortune, and Note. I'm joined by EV.
Hello.
Hello, EV. Everyone can recognize him from ACF1 streams, ACC streams from the past, and do you do iRacing? I think no, I don't know.
Yep. iRacing, yes.
Nat too. Yep. So common person on the channel here. Anyway, Sidhart already out to do the first hot lap, which is a trend we've been seeing all season. So that's gonna be cool. Only 11 people tonight, so hopefully it won't be a super boring race. It is Austria, so it's gonna be a very short lap. So hopefully that means drivers will be close by to battle each other. Definitely Note and Simon the ones to look out for.
Yeah, it's gonna get very interesting, I think, tonight, especially since since it's the final race and this is, the championship on the line. Note has obviously been one of the quicker guys here, as same with Simon. So it's gonna be interesting to see what those two are going to put on here before here in qualifying for sure as well.
That indeed everyone's going to be doing their hot laps shortly here. Sidhart about to begin his. Let's follow him on board as he goes down the main straight. So he's going to break in between 150 board. Good turn in. Did not lose the car on the curb, and now he's going to be running down into turn 3. Heavy braking zone hits the apex. Stays in second a little bit longer. That's okay. Activates DRS now. Going now down into turn 4. Uses a little bit of the curb. Sidhart hitting the apexes pretty well so far. Coming up to this little back section here. So far, so good from Sidhart. Coming down to the final few corners, brakes just at the 50, double shift down into 6. That's a turn that you can completely cut sometimes, but sometimes you can also get a really good warning in. It's a 1.6.3 for Sidhart. We're going to see who can beat that. And the next one up is going to be Potato Skin. Crossing the line to do a 6.1, 2/10 quicker. And now, no, that's not going to be no. It's going to be Arham crossing to go just barely behind Sidhart. Turaz, 1 second slower than the rest of the pack so far. D3 said in chat that his goal of this race is to finish, so hopefully he will. 106 for him, and Mr. Baby, as we've been seeing on his debut for the past like 3 races, he's been pretty fast. So he sets a 5.2, almost a second quicker than Jenskin, but Simon puts himself in between those two drivers of 5.5. So now the question is, what will Note do? Sir Snow in front of him on an out lap. Sir Snow should probably get out of the way if he catches him, which I think he might, as Sir Snow will need to warm up his tires. So can Note put himself on the front row with Mr. Baby here. Let's find out. He's going to get a little bit of slip from Sir Snow, but he might also catch some dirty air coming into the final few turns here. Activating DRS, and it's going to be 5.6, 1/10 behind his championship rival. So something to note is that whoever finishes ahead of each other will win that championship, unless Note here DNFs and Simon gets like P9. They would be equal on points then, and then there'd have to be a tiebreaker of some sort, which I believe is just like whoever won the most races or something like that. So Note DNFing would definitely not be helpful at all. Obviously, Simon DNFing would not be helpful as well. So, Sir Snow or migrating host EB, are you good?
No. Unfortunately, I cannot see anything actually.
Oh my. Let me know if you need any advice.
Should be fine now. Like, I'm able to see things again because I wasn't able to, so I should just be able to rejoin.
Sir Snow, with a really good lap, puts himself in between Note and Simon with going 100s quicker than Note. So right now, not looking too good for Note. He's starting in 4th. Oh, I just saw your picture. Yeah, that's very odd. I did say this was your first time opening the game, Evie.
You know, it doesn't surprise me that these issues are appearing now. So, but you know, the thing is here, luckily it's qualifying, so points don't count just yet. So for Note, you know, probably starting P4, he's not going to be too upset. He knows he's quick enough, especially in probably in race trim, to get up there up front. So
Yeah. So Arham, it was on the hot lap it looked like, and I guess starting the second one with that is Turas right behind him as well. As the other McLaren of Note now exiting the pits just in front of Turas. Few people bunched up into turn 4 there, I can see. You got Swag coming out to do a lap as well in the Alpine. Arham so far so good on his lap. 5 temps, good to see him catch up near his teammate here. Let's see what he can pull coming into the final straight, and it's going to be a 5.9. 110, not even a 110, barely 110. Behind Sidhart here. Who is it? Turas. Oh, wow. Got that spin. Just looking for him. Swag is pitting. John is starting a lap, but let's see. Maybe we'll just watch Simon. No, Simon looks like he just started a lap, so we'll watch Note ahead of him for the time being.
yeah, the Red Bull Ring being an incredibly short track, it makes it kind of interesting, especially in the 22 car. Of course, 3 DRS zones gonna take a lot out of the car. So Note's just gotta, you know, what is he back now? About, what is that, about 4/10 of a second behind Mr. Baby. I mean, that's quite a lot of time to find in such a short distance.
Yeah, he's only 300s now behind Mr. Baby, so he improved a lot that lap as Simon goes into the pits. Sir Snow on the lap, though. So looking like it's going to be very close quality here. Let's see if who can get into the 4s, 104s. Mr. Baby, actually, let's watch him, right? Because, oh, he invalided his lap. He actually went faster, though, on this invalidated lap, so that's interesting to see. 8 minutes left in quali. So, oh, Sir Snow, as we go back on board with him, he is spun out here, entering sector 3.
He's just cutting some grass.
Yeah. That corner in particular has some interesting ARC history. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Swag now looks like he'll be the only one on a hot lap shortly here as he is on his out lap.
When I was racing in Codemasters F1, my first ever like second row start, that was the highest qualifying I've ever had, was here at Austria, and that was because in qualifying there was a there was rain coming, but it was dry enough at that point to run softs, so I ran softs early before anybody else could get a lap in when the rain came. So and I scored points here. It was the second time I scored points, so Austria has some good memories for myself racing here.
Yeah. This lap one could be interesting. I know there's been a couple of interesting incidents at the start of these races.
Oh, that was a Red Bull off to the side there. Who was that? Was that Torres?
Yeah, it would be Taraz there.
Torres.
Taraz route, whatever you want to call him.
It's the last race of the season. It's
Swag in sector 3 now. Let's see what time he can set. Will he be the first one into the fours? Will he stay P11? Will he just put himself in the midfield? Let's find out coming to the last turn now. This actually might look to be pretty good. It's going to be a 5.519, barely in front of Simon. Simon, I'm going to go on board with him because it looks like he will improve as well, possibly catching up to Mr. Baby and Note. It's been very close quali so far.
It just tells you these guys are going to be close for a while here tonight, unless some catastrophic happens, which can happen definitely here tonight.
Yeah. Honestly, this is like not the ideal track that the championship decider on, honestly, because you know all these people are going to be so close. Oh, but Simon, however, 5 flat, almost in the 104s. So good job by him. Mr. Baby on the out lap. He might be able to honestly get in the 4s. And then Note also warming up his tires. But he does have Turas actually, I think, coming by. Yes, he's going to let him by here. So it's about to get very spicy here in the final, 5 minutes, 4 minutes of quali. Turas with a 5.6, so yeah, pretty much any 1/10 could find you a lot of time if you're in that midfield right now. I'm going to watch Noah as he begins his hot lap into turn 1. There's still a possibility to pit and go out, I think, maybe, but it's risky. This could be very well be quite a bit of people's final lap here as Noah has an awkward turn 3 and he is slowing down. He's made a mistake and I wonder if he does probably have extra fuel, because why would you stop like this if you did not and you're just trying to save up that battery now. So let's watch Mr. Baby. Actually, Mr. Baby doing the same thing as Note. It looks like he had an issue with turn 3 as well. What about Mr. Surf? Nope, he is invalidated his lap. A lot of people invalidating Swag in the pits. Let's see, who can we find? We can find Sidhart, who is not improving on his time right now. Let's find out what happens when he enters Sector 3, however. Traffic ahead. Sidhart still not finding that time, as that's Turaz really getting out of the way there to make sure he doesn't block Sidhart there. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting. I think now for sure this might be Note's final attempt as Sidhart spins, and let's go on board with Note here. Note leading that pack of cars into the poly lap here. He has Mr. Baby behind him as well, so he wants to get ahead of him, and now he's going to give him a little bit of slip as well. So that's going to be interesting. Both of those drivers messing up turn 3. Let's see if they do it again. Note coming down into it. Let's see. Interesting. He upshifts to 4th as he hits the apex. Baby went down to 2nd, so Yeah, turn forwards, find out, let's see. No taking it as wide as he can, hits the apex. Accelerates out, so looking good for Note so far. Oops, that's not what I wanted to go to. Mr. Baby just looks like, yep, he's improving on his time, almost 2 temps, so we might see a new pole sitter shortly here, but Simon is going to do an outlap, which will give him a huge advantage over Note. Mr. Baby here, Note's actually going into pits, so Note's actually might be looking to pull in another lap if he can get out of pits fast enough, which I think he will. So that's an interesting call for sure. Mr. Baby does not go faster, so he had a mistake somewhere in that third sector, so this very well could be the end of his quali here. Note has a possible chance of starting on the front row with Simon, so that's going to be very, very slicey. Swag.
So,
oh, good.
2 minutes now to go, and just under 2 minutes now to go, and this is where things, you gotta wonder if how many guys are in the pit lane right now are going to get out now and try and get a lap in. I mean, they'll have enough time, what, one.
Yeah, you have to get out like around now if you wanna.
Yeah. I mean, a 105 are already in quali trims, so it doesn't take that long.
Yep, so Note is leaving the pits, so we're going to be probably on board with him as he's going to set the final lap, I think. But actually, let's, I was on RM, I know, but we're going to go back to Simon. I just want to see what he can do, as there's a retirement from Sid in the pits, so he's done with his quali. Mr. Baby retires as well, so he's back in the pits. Done. Sir Snow as well done. I think we're very well about to see Note and Simon championship rivals, championship deciders start on the front row together. That's going to be so interesting going into turn 1, lap 1. For sure. Simon not really improving on his time, honestly. I'm not sure if he'll get into the 104s, trying to make it hard for Note. Yeah, it looks like he's going in the pit, so it's all in the hands of Note here.
If he can get across the line in time. I mean, he's got what, about 20 seconds now before he'll make it.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be close.
No, he's definitely. He's good. He's good. If it was like 5 seconds at this point, then I'd be worried. But yeah, so let's watch Note now. Let's see what happens. Into turn 1, breaking just between the 154, hits the apex well, doesn't lose the car. Now it's coming down to turn 3. This is the struggle turn for a lot of drivers, and especially that we saw from Note on his last stint. So hopefully he does not mess this up now. Going into the turn, breaks this at 100, goes into third, up just quick into fourth on the apex. Now he's gonna have good acceleration, a lot of traction out of the corner now. Activate steer S going into turn 4. We're gonna use all that curb and go as wide as possible into it. So see what happens. Never put shift back into fourth here. He's trying to use all the traction he can, and coming now to the tricky section. Let's see how far he's improved going into the last sector. It's going to be not a huge improvement right now, so let's see if he can find that into the final sector. Really just needs to send it now, coming into the final turn. Uses as much of the curve as possible. Let's see what happens. This is going to be a pole position. It's not going to be an improvement at all. So Simon takes pole position with Note, his championship rival, right behind him. Wow, what a quali for only 10 or 11 people. Are you back in the game, by the way? You are, right? Like, I don't think I saw you come back. Evie. I don't know. Oh, you're muted. I'll wait for you to come back and ask that. Yeah, so very interesting quali. Didn't you have to brag you up? So wait, we're gonna restart quali.
Yeah, EV's just gonna have to make a new session.
You sure? Because I mean, it looked like it was fine.
Well, yeah, but EV's no longer the host.
It's already called, so we need to make a new session.
All right, we'll be right back, folks. Alright, welcome back, guys. Sorry for the small delay. We're back underway. So, interesting news. We got possibly a small round of rain coming at the end of the race. Should spice things up. We'll find out. Hopefully, Evie doesn't have more black screens going around as we enter the new lobby. Keep us updated, Evie. Oh, sorry about that. We're now waiting for players. Hopefully everyone sets up their car and gets the correct tire strategy up. So we're still waiting.
Oh boy.
Drivers should be selecting their setups right now, I think, though. So there's hopefully, there we go, giving each other some time. And now there's 30 seconds on the dot till we get going for the final race of season 11, I think. Yeah. So let's find out who will win Tier 3. Looking like it's looks like it's morning. Looking at the background as you leave again, that's very unfortunate. You saw black screen all over the place?
Yep.
Damn it. Wow, this is like some interesting scenery going on in the background. Like, why is it so dust, you know? Like, I guess it's like morning. It's so it looked kind of cool though, not gonna lie. Very cinematic or whatever. But so only 2 people starting on the soft tires. That's gonna be Sid Hart and John. Everyone else on the mediums. So let's find out what happens. Yeah, definitely dawn or sunset for sure. Games looks really cool, though. It's probably not going to be helpful going into turn 1. Like, I know this track has that problem where the sun decides to blind your racing line. Sometimes it's very annoying. Sandstorm, right? Anyway, looks like we're about to get going here at a final round. So here we go. Let's get all this up before we get going. So here we go. 5 lights out. Who will get a better start between Note and Simon? And Mr. Baby is gonna be Simon leading us into turn 1, but Note following right behind with Mr. Baby. Oh, what's a big dive by that was, I think, John Garcia crashing right into that's 4 people already kind of looking like they're spun out. And we're only in turn 1. So that puts Note and Simon right next to each other into turn 3. We got people rear-ending each other. The other McLaren, that's Arham, getting rear-ended by someone into turn 3. Mr. Snow, Sir Snow, following just behind the championship battle.
Yeah, it was, you know, Note and Simon both coming out of that alive here as Mr. Baby got taken out there. I think that was by who? Was that by Swag?
No, I think it was John Garcia. Unfortunately, it looked like he had a very bad line into and I like he completely missed his braking point. So that was actually really lucky that that wasn't Note, honestly. Like, but Mr. Baby won't be happy for sure as we're coming into very shadowy final 2 turns here. Watching Siddharth now following. Oh, Arham looks like again another rear end into one of these turns here. It looks like he's going to give him the position. Knows he made a mistake there. Snow falling just a little bit behind Simon. But he's done well to survive. The lap on corners. Oh, Siddharth again kind of missing the braking point or his own end. Doesn't rear end him this time. Now is battling side by side with Swag. Swag kind of forcing his way into the fight. Now gets ahead of Siddharth into turn 4. Was that another tap by these cars here as Mr. Baby now gets ahead of Siddharth. Sitter on the softer tires, so he's definitely going to be a little bit more aggressive, but right now not showing his pace pretty well compared to these medium runners. Back up the grid. We got Note still chasing down Simon now. DRS going to be enabled. As all these guys are going way faster than each other right now. Sir Snow right behind those guys. So that's cool to see. I like Sir Snow. He's been gradually improving as the season went on. So that's always good to see here. Nobody really swapping places with DRS enabled so far. So they're unable to do anything even with the softer compound for the time being. DRS active again, but again, no one seems to be close enough to make any moves. But Mr. Baby kind of looking down the outside of Swag there, looking to see if there's anything that possible.
Looking at the front here, Note and Simon currently still less than a second away from each other. So Note still right there. Sir Snow though is also coming into the fight just a little bit. He's just less than a second behind Note. So 3-car battle for the lead right now. Mr. Baby battling hard though with Swag as they come. Is that now? Where are we at? The front stretch now? Yeah.
Looking like some F1 manager movement there with the way he kind of swerved a little bit. Not gonna lie, that was kind of funny. But yeah, back in this DRS, so no one's really overtaking each other. That's interesting. Note getting slowly closer and closer to Simon. Four-second gap. Until, oh, that's a John DNFing in the pits pretty early. That's very unfortunate. This makes the race a little bit more unexciting now because we're down to 10 people. But it's okay.
Yep.
Gotta say, if I was one of these drivers, it would definitely be a little bit actually, it's Mr. Baby and Swag really going too wide into the final turn, and they're still battling now into turn 1 here. This might end up in a collision. Nope. Oh, but Sidhart also takes advantage of the slow corner that Swag had, and we'll get ahead of him maybe. I'm not sure. Mr. Baby trying to defend that in outside. Swag unable to do anything with it.
Well, the soft tires come in handy in this situation for Sidhart, excuse me. So nicely done there. Swag losing not 1 position but 2.
Oh, that's Mr. Sir Snow. He had spun himself. Now that's putting Taraz now in the podium position. Now Sir Snow looks like he didn't pick up much damage, if any at all. He will have to battle now Arham and potentially Mr. Baby as well. And also Swag has had an issue as well in the same corner as Sir Snow, so he's now down to last. No, still sitting behind Simon by 5/10, I was going to say, but then he had a big mistake into turn 3, and now he has lost 5/10, but we'll keep the DRS, which should help him retain his 1 second gap. Mr. Baby all over the back of Arham, but isn't able to do much.
Mr. Baby just wanting to get by Arham as we head down in through the final sector.
There's another spin that's going to be deep, very. Oh, and Mr. Baby as well. So
oh
both
no!
Avataris having issues this lap. That's interesting.
Oh, it's a curse. It's honestly a curse.
Yes, it is. Hopefully I don't curse Simon or no tonight.
So, really, the battle right now is for the lead. At this point, note just still 0.6 of a second behind Simon, as now Sidhart picks up a 3-second time penalty for off-track warnings.
State free spinning again in the same corner.
Oh, no. Oh, there goes a McLaren to Arham. Arham goes hard into the white, and
Yeah, and
Sidhart.
gone. And that's actually a swag or someone causing a yellow there. But it's all good. Back up into note now. Still 5/10 behind Simon.
What you're hoping right now, if your note is that Simon is potentially getting some off-track warnings. Especially after the pit stops, because that will just further exceed, that will put him back in the lead, and he'll take the championship. Simon, though, he's probably thinking right now he's got to be calm, collected in this one. Right now he wins the championship as it stands.
Yeah, so 9 laps already done. Not many mistakes by these drivers, so we'll see who can be better, have better consistency. When they swap onto the hards especially. We'll see if no undercuts or not. Or overcuts perhaps. And that's actually, is that someone off? That is going to be Swag just in front of the pit exit. Yeah, he's going to get disqualified. I saw that. He was sitting there for quite a bit. Oh my god, will he block Arham? Just as AI will, and he has to take the grass to avoid him there. So Swag is disqualified. So now we're down to 9 people and 9 laps, 10 laps as we enter lap 10. Isn't that great? Yeah, unfortunately everyone is really spread out, which is very unfortunate. I kind of saw this coming with low grid. But luckily our championship rivals aren't spread out. It'd be much worse if these guys were spread out. So hopefully, we always get to watch these guys battle for the next 26 laps here. Really not much to say. Everyone else is unfortunately spun, crashed into the wall, or had to pit, or had some sort of issue going on. I think other than like Taraz, right? Taraz, potato skin. And yeah, just those two haven't spun out of that midfield pack behind Note. If I remember correctly. Oops. So actually, something we forgot is that it might rain at the end of the race. So, trauma could still form up.
Oh, so everything, again, just coming down to the lead up in the front. This is what can you do? Well, again, we are after this race ending our season quite early. After tonight, so we'll be looking to reset again and get things underway. And
Yeah, the tier 3 probably won't be a thing anymore.
Yep.
I mean,
And
it's
that's unfortunate.
Yeah. I mean, the game just came out, well, maybe not too recently, but like 4 months now we're into it. And, we're already having attendance issues. It's not really looking good. But really, it's the fault of Codemasters, really just making a very uninteresting game. Not improving much. Not good, like, okay, yeah, you gave us a new track in Portugal and China, but yeah, what about all the other things people are asking for, like Hockenheim, Sepang, bringing back Hanoi, you can bring back a lot of tracks people have been asking for years. I'm sure people would even pay money for like a pack, That's how badly I think people want some DLC tracks in this game, which would definitely spice up the multiplayer scene, esports scene. I don't know why they don't do it. Probably licensing, however, but still. I feel like they could find a way. But no, looking like he's slowly catching Simon, so that's going to be interesting. So Simon, 10 less ERS. Shouldn't make too big of a difference, but it'll help note just a tad.
Well, no, getting closer now to Simon. Coming down to a pretty much an area where he could set up a move here if he just sticks with him. If Note sticks with Simon through here, sets himself up for a good turn one, and then he has a chance to hold the position all the way throughout the lap if he gets the move done early. Here they come down the front stretch. They come, and no, not able to get close enough just yet. Even with the DRS, it's not affecting much of the race here.
Yeah, he's really not gaining anything on Simon with the DRS at all. I mean, sometimes he'll be around 4 attempts, then he'll lose it on a turn or something, so it's very interesting. Maybe it could be set up differences between these two drivers.
These two are just sticking very, very close together here. Again, 13 laps now in the books. Almost 14 laps. So we're thinking what, medium hards for the pit strategy. We'll see some guys probably pit here very shortly for those hard tires.
Yep. Oh, it's getting a little bit cloudy as well, so possibly rain could be earlier than expected. Clouds
if rain comes, actually it is. It's right now it's about a 10% chance of rain, at least according to the telemetry. About 30 minutes is when really the rain is gonna be coming in. About 70% chance of rain, so we can pretty much expect rain in the next 30 minutes. Will we be done in time? I would say so. I think we have a chance of being done by that point.
Yeah.
But we might see some sprinkles out there on track in about 10 minutes. It's about a 17% chance, so there will be rain in the area, which means very well could be on the track. All right, Potato Skin already into the pit lane. Swap out those medium tires out for some hards. And what are we thinking? The overcut being something useful probably tonight for sure.
Maybe. We'll see what happens. I do know when you pit and get onto the new hards, those hards take a bit to get up to temp, which could definitely affect lap times, make people spin. Something we'll have to watch out for when Note and Simon go in. Note kind of losing a bit of time now, 7 tenths behind, but with the DRS, he should make that up. She is, so it's around 2 tenths he's gaining on the straight now. We'll see who pits first, Simon or Note. Tara is in pits right behind them. It's Sir Snow as well.
So prediction up in chat. Will it rain before the end of the race?
I think it will.
What do you think?
I'm thinking
You
lap
think?
30.
You think?
Oh, they're both went in the pit at the same time. That's an interesting call. I don't know what the tires percentages are, but almost branded him there.
Well, let's keep our eyes on the pit lane here. Here comes two of them again. This can be one on pit road with how close they were together. It looks like Simon's able to get out before. Oh, it was very, very close there for Note. But they are going to come out together, and Note is going to be still within striking distance on fresh tires. Now it's just going to be battle of who's the fastest on this tire now.
Yeah, Note looking like lost quite a bit of time somehow. I did see Simon's car kind of jump into pits, so I wonder what happened there. If it was lag or something.
Good observation there, Greasy. I saw the same thing. It seemed like, yeah, there was a little, like, the game pushed Note's car back as he was driving down to stay in front. Note getting so close, but just not in a spot to get himself set up to make a move. Gotta wait for that front stretch, and he's got to set up the move there in the turn 1. I mean, it's gonna be hard to get it down turn 4. Battery usage wise, it seems like Note has the upper hand just a little bit, 75% compared to Simon with 59%.
Yeah, Note's definitely same as battery's a bit trying to do. Oh, actually, there's going to be something happening here. I think Simon had a big mistake, and now that's going to put Note side by side into the corner. Oh, gotta leave a little bit of space, and they do, and they're still gonna be side by side now going into turn 6. It's gonna be a very fast corner. Let's see what happens. Ooh, and
Note
gets
just
the
hangs it
position.
around the outside.
Yep, so now it is up to Simon now to make the move done, but right now Note is leading the championship now.
Not entirely sure what happened to Simon, but not a good place to have a mistake, because now the man who is leading the championship is now in front of you, and it's already hard enough to pass on this track now, it seems. So on lap 21 of 36 here at the Red Bull Ring. Note now has taken the lead of the race, with Simon in second.
That was an alpha on the gravel there. Looking like D3, I think it was.
Sir Snow is caught up to Tours.
Oh, it's a good exit by Simon and good turn. And now he's going to go side by side, possibly get the move done before turn 3. Yes, he will. Fourteen laps left. Something interesting has happened behind these guys is because Sir Snow has caught up to Turon. So, oh, he's going deep into that apex there, trying to force his way in. I think that was the big mistake, because now you're losing a whole bunch of time. Very
Lost a lot of time there.
yeah, odd decision making in my opinion. Simon picks up fast slap. Unfortunately, I don't think that'll matter if he gets second as well. So it's whoever finishes ahead of which driver wins the championship tonight.
Well, still quite a bit of a ways to go here. Lap 23 of 36. And again, a penalty could definitely decide the fate of this race at this point. No, just having to push back, fight back. He's been sitting about 6-7 tenths behind Simon for quite a while now, so he isn't gaining all that much ground. Looking at penalties here, looks like Potato Skin, Sidhart, Mr. Baby, and D3 all picking up penalties. course, join us tomorrow night here for ACF1. Tomorrow, Van and I will have the broadcast.
Yep.
Where are we tomorrow night? Suzuka?
Suzuka. And also, big interesting thing, I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like it's starting to rain just a tad. I'm seeing little drops. So that's going to be very interesting. 10 or 11 laps remaining. Rain is starting to drop. When will they pit, though? If they even have to, because, you know, let's find out. That's going to definitely spice things up, make it a little bit harder for Note, unfortunately, to really battle for the championship. We'll see what he can do, though. We'll see who becomes a victim of the wet conditions.
Oh, yep, there's the rain now. Ooh, it's actually raining quite.
Yeah, quite a bit, honestly.
Yeah, it's starting to actually come down a little bit. So, about 10 minutes, I would say we're going to see some. You know, that's going to turn. It's going to be much worse than that. So, 10 laps in the next 10 minutes. It's going to be incredibly close here, especially if it's just now starting to rain. If these guys can keep going, especially on the hard tire, now it's not about making a mistake, especially with the curbs. You know, a lot of the guys like to get on those curbs, especially coming down the hill.
Some slight action between Snow and Taraz. Back up to Note, however. No one's pitting just yet. I think we'll probably see, if I'm going to guess, pit stops around lap 30 maybe. Maybe like 32. I don't know. Maybe not even. I don't know. I mean, you know, when would be the best time to pit if it ended up raining as hard as we think it will? I wish we could have like a weather indicator here, right? Actually, there's a tell-em, right? What's Tom saying?
Yeah, the Tlem is saying right now 27% chance now. 40% chance in the next 5 minutes, 54% in the next 10 minutes.
It's going to be interesting. Simon, unfortunately, he got passed, but then Note made a big mistake, and that's possibly the championship decider right there, as Note looks like he lost the rear end after passing Simon, unfortunately. Sir Snow still battling with Taraz. That's so unfortunate. Now he's 6 seconds behind him. Snow, we'll have to hope that Simon makes a mistake to catch up. But that's so unfortunate.
Well, your wish might come true, because at this point, do you pit for those intermediate tires? I mean, the rain's gonna come down quite hard here in just a few moments. And we're not gonna be done with this race. Do you pit and maybe try and win it then? Or if you're Simon right now, do you stay on the hard tires? This is gonna be an interesting turn of events. I think if you're Note right now, I would stay out. Just be cautious. Just try and get to the end, because Simon could make a mistake, especially if he's going to try and hold a 6-second lead.
Yeah, I don't think they'll come in, honestly, with how short or how many laps are left, because pitting could cost you a lot of time. It might just be worth it just to stay out. Oh, someone behind us there crashed. That's D3. He did want to finish this race, and he's currently on track. DRS is disabled. That is normally when you would want to go in, I believe, right? So that's going to be very interesting. Let's find out. Simon avoiding the pit lane for the time being. Let's see. What about Note? He is going to go into pits. We're going to see if this gamble plays off with 7 or 6 laps left. Or no, 7. So, yeah, we're about to find out. Let's see who made a mistake. Is it going to be Simon, or is it going to be Note? Taraz, is he going to pit? Let's find out. Looks like he won't. He will not be pitting. Sir Snow will also not be pitting. So, Note now going to be in some traffic. No one here is pitted. But this could all turn to Note's favor if the weather conditions gets worse over time. Only 7 laps up. There's still a lot of time for this rain to really start pouring and causing troubles for these hard runners. So let's find out what happens. Worst
Well,
case.
I think
Go on.
so. Right now, I mean, you gotta wonder. Now that he pitted, he's showing that he's gonna do it. I think Tours and Sir Snow know. Okay, the only way that this is gonna come out cleanly between us is if we get on these on an intermediate tire, because when that DRS gets disabled, yeah. So more
Simon.
guys already going to the intermediate. What's going on with Simon? Simon's in the pits.
Yeah, so we're gonna see where he comes out. Unfortunately, I think he'll still get ahead of No. I mean, No has those tires to heat up, and Simon's already exiting the pit. So unfortunately, the early pit stop, not too much of a gamble. I mean, he wasn't really close to him anyway, but yeah, Turan's staying out still. Looks like he'll be the only driver to be on the dry compounds, and Simon is just running away with the championship for the time being. That's very unfortunate. So now Turas stands in between the way. Simon for note here. 6 laps left. We'll see. I wonder if Turas will pit, because he'll definitely start losing a bit of pace now. And Sir Snow will only get closer and closer each time he doesn't pit. Note now very closely. Oh, yeah, you see a mistake by Turas there. Note gonna go on the outside to make a move, but yep, it's the move done. Turas, I think, just let him by. He probably knew that there was no point battling that, and he will be entering the pits himself. But unfortunately, I think he'll get passed by Sir Snow. So Sir Snow possibly on for a podium. Maybe Turas can fight him. Let's find out. I don't think it'll happen though. That extra lap definitely hurt. No time lost or gained by Note during this whole pit stop time period, so that's very unfortunate. 5 laps left. It's going to be tough. Sir Snow probably, yep, he's going to get ahead of Turas here for the podium. And Turas actually might lose the spot to Potato Skin as well. Let's find out. Maybe, yeah, he will, I think. Oh, maybe he won't actually. But he will be battling Turas, Potato Skin, with the better heated tires, and will make the move down the inside of turn 3. Yes, he gets the move done. Turas looking a little bit shaky. There has to be a DNF big crash this lap if we want to see a safety car. That would definitely spice it up, but everyone pretty spaced out, so we shouldn't probably see anything happen unless someone makes a big mistake into the wall.
I mean, it's raining now on one of the faster circuits on the calendar, so.
Oh, I say that, and then there was 2 spins by both AlphaTauris in the same part of the track too, so not DNFing, not enough for a safety car. Once Simon passes that line, no safety car will come out, and there it is. So yeah, no more safety car unfortunately for Note. He'll have to be hoping for a Simon mistake. Mr. Baby retires in the pits after getting taken out lap 1, unfortunately. Mr. Baby definitely could have possibly spiced it up a bit.
So I just want to point out that AlphaTauri is coming back out.
Yeah, that's Codemaster things. It'll come out and then retire like on the track somewhere. So yeah, it also like doesn't ghost, you know, and blocks people. So great things, right? So no, kind of
Keep an eye on this because that could, you know. Okay, good. I'm like, that could very well just the way this game has been and just how this race has been. That could very well just like immediately put out a safety car.
Nah, the period for that is already over. Unfortunately, it looks like D3 picking up another warning.
Note has gained a little bit of time now. He's only gained about a second to last like 4 or 5 laps, but it's just not going to be enough, unfortunately. And he'll look at this one and go, you know, he's definitely going to be down on himself for making the mistake he did that put him in a position now where he is 5.5 seconds down.
Sidhart doesn't get that much damage.
Potato Skin getting closer to Sir Snow, but still pretty far apart, especially with no DRS.
Yeah, Potato Skin has a penalty, so it wouldn't really matter for Snow if he gets overtaken for the time being. Looks like Sir Snow will pick up that podium.
Simon now will take the white flag, so all he has to do is just be calm, cool, and collected here. Don't make any mistakes. Don't risk anything, and the championship will be his.
Oh, well, rear end by Potato Skin on Sir Snow, but he keeps it under control as Sidhart also exits the pit there. These two are going to be battling it. Into turn Prix. Sir Snow, you don't have to defend that hard. He has a penalty. Let's not get you spun out there. That would be very unfortunate, but it looks like Sir Snow now going to lose a second. Down the grid now. We're going to watch as Simon picks up the Tier 3 championship. Unless he has a major DNF spin coming for this turn, but looks like he's going to take it a little bit slow. This to confirm that he does not spin. And here we go. Simon will be your Tier 3 champion. Yes, it is confirmed. So, no, we'll pick up second place. A very tough battle. A great battle between these two drivers. Potato Skin will pick up third in a sense, but we'll get that position taken by Sir Snow, possibly even Turaz if he can somehow make up a little bit of time here, which I don't think he will. Sir Snow picks up that podium. So yeah, that is Tier 3 done and dusted for F122. We'll probably see you guys next year. When hopefully there's more people more interested in this game. A lot of these drivers will be now Tier 2 drivers. possibly some in Tier 1. So our hand
Yeah.
now. Be free, spinning one last time. Alright. Simon wins Tier 3. I'm gonna pull him up for a quick interview. He's here, yes he is. Simon, hello. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Welcome. Congrats for winning the Tier 3 championship.
Hey, thanks, man.
How are you feeling?
I'm really happy. It was a clean race.
Definitely. You definitely looked like you had the consistency to keep yourself in front, especially during the dry. Were you spooked about the rain, perhaps?
Yeah, really. Good thing I had a little gap to note since he spun.
Yeah, he did spin, unfortunately, after overtaking you, so...
Yeah, that was a good race and good pace by Note as well. Couldn't get away from him.
For sure. So,
Yeah.
you're looking forward for the future, maybe, like in Tier 2 or Tier 1?
Yeah, really. Can't wait to race next season with you guys again.
Yeah. We're looking forward to see you on
Yeah.
track as well. So, yeah. Neve, you have anything to say?
Go ahead.
Congratulations, Simon. That must feels good to get the season over with and claiming the title and pretty much a close season, a close fight it seemed like. So, congratulations to you.
Hey, thanks, Evie. Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Yep. We'll see you later.
Thanks. Bye.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. You can catch us tomorrow. And, yeah. See you.